Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here as the recording of the Sunday, August 4th, 2024. I'm standing on the corner of Harbor and Disney Way here in Anaheim, California. In fact, you'll notice behind me is the former Hollywood Tower, now Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to be going to Disneyland a little bit later. I leave in the morning to head out of state, but I'm coming back in a few days. Kind of bouncing around a lot this month and next month. I'm going to head over to the convention center first, just kind of show the calm before the storm, if you will, of D23, which starts this upcoming Friday, less than a week. And then I'm gonna pop in Disneyland, see what's happening. I haven't been in there in a while. I'm inviting you to join me. It's good to have you here. Shall you? Yeah, this is my old neighborhood. Lived here for 3 years, about 3/4 of a mile up. Corner of Orangewood and Hayster in apartments. Past Catella, the next block is Orangewood. Take a left right behind the Toy Story parking lot. For over a year, maybe a year and a half of that, nothing was happening here because the events of 2020, California was, locked down more than a lot of other states, which prompted me to eventually go back to Florida. But I used to ride my bike all around here. It was a ghost town. It was like something out of an empty, like Walking Dead or something. There was nothing going on here. It was quite an interesting time, and now it's good to see the hustle and bustle is back. At that time, there was no cars, no one walking, no nothing. Bus is back, cars back, business is back open, hotels back open, Candy Cane Inn's back open. It doesn't even seem like a thing now, but let me tell you, being here during those times was like something out of the Twilight Zone. In fact, I showed this very corner. Even with the lights were on, red and green, there was not one car driving through here. And there was a massive donut circle of tire marks where people that were just kind of running rampant in their vehicles would come out here when there was no one out here and do the little spin arounds. And I used to go by the convention center and think, wow, I remember when D23 was here and it was insanely packed. And I would reminisce, say, is it ever going to go back to those times where there's events? And it has. Here's a layout of land Anaheim Resort. Anaheim Convention Center, Convention Way. Adventure Way. Or Convention Way. I need coffee.
For every heart, every word, every deed, and a hallelujah God gave you.
Going with the coffee bean, walk into the convention center. I just wanted to walk over here and show this because less than a week, Orange County Parrots, I hear them up there. Less than a week, this is going to be a completely different experience through here. In fact, they'll have a little checkpoints through here to everybody to get in. D23 sold out in like 2 days a few months ago when the tickets went on sale, like about half a year ago. It's going to be pretty wild. One thing I always found interesting is the 22nd anniversary of Disneyland. So July 17th, 1955 is when Disneyland opened. That's when the first section here of the Anaheim Arena was built. This building right here. Kind of an interesting tie-in to Disneyland. It sits right next to Disneyland. I just got to soak this in because next time I'm going to walk through here, that first day is going to definitely not be any elbow room. All right, see you in less than a week. Convention Center, going to Disneyland. And now walking in Disneyland from the harbor entrance. No monorail going by at this moment, but the monorail beam does run along. We also got the buses pulling in here. I haven't gone in from this entryway in quite a while. Usually I go through downtown Disney, but walking in from the harbor side today. Space Mountain. It's really warm out, but it doesn't feel too bad because there's no humidity. It's tolerable. All right, one thing I'm noticing, so this used to be my home park. I used to live in Anaheim for a few years. I come here all the time. Now I'm here pretty often, but definitely at Walt Disney World a lot more. I've been to Magic Kingdom so many times in the last couple of years. And the thing I'm noticing now when I walk in is how short this wall is compared to the one at Magic Kingdom, which is noticeably higher. And the topiary Mickey that is there is seems to be a little bit higher up, or the wall's a little bit higher up, so it gives that perspective. Yeah, it's just kind of interesting when you go to one park so much and then you pop into the other one and you're like, wow, you really start to really notice the differences more when you're vastly at one park over the other. One noticeable difference here too is the here you leave today, enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. In Florida, it is an oval circular, but here it is a rectangle. Like the original is rectangular, where Florida has the same saying. But there it is. It is an oval. It is a circle. Fun fact. Ah, yes, it is good to be back, though, at Walt's original Magic Kingdom. You can always feel the traces of Walt when he was here. Because Walt was here all the time. Many photos of Walt walking around at his original park. And it's that time of year again. The Disneyland Halloween merch has reared its head. In fact, I haven't seen any of this in Florida. I've been on the road so much since they've unveiled it. I would imagine that they have similar stuff. This is cool. My Boo Disneyland Resort right there. Sometimes they'll have comparable items on the East Coast as well. Of course, Hocus Pocus, always a big part of the Halloween season as well. Haven't seen any of this stuff yet. Oh, look at this. They have one of the little handheld fans here. Some little Rice Krispie treat cookies over here. Of course, some Crocs. Over on this side, we got some Croc. What is this? It's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus milk chocolate and popping candy corn with popping candy. All right, I'm liking this little orange, like tie-dyed Mickey here with the skeleton Mickey. I do have a couple skeleton Mickey shirts, but I do not have. Oh, look, it has the back to it. You see the backside of Mickey, not the backside of water, but the backside of Mickey with the Disneyland Resort on it, right there. That's nice. All right, these are kind of cool too. A purple. I do like a bluish purple hue on a lot of my shirts. So you got that one there, and then you even have like a sweater style, like a long sleeve sweater style right there with the castle all kind of in its haunted goodness right there with the old school dancing skeletons as well. And there's that cap there too as well. Happy Halloween. It'll be here before we know it. These things are huge. I don't know if I could bring that on carry. I could order another seat on a plane when I eventually go back to Florida and take this right here. So this is the size of, look at the size of my hand here, the size of this smiling Mickey right there with the flashing lights around it. Well, someone's put that around. That doesn't come with it. The pumpkin. I think that's just a necklace that someone has placed right there. Ooh. I like this shirt right here. This is kind of nice. It has it has the castle. It's all dawn for like almost like a haunted mansion-y type of castle at the end of Main Street. Also, I've never noticed how beautiful that chandelier. Why have I never noticed that here on the Emporium at Disneyland? I also love all these little items up here. You got the lady up here with the parrot and the bird and all that. Kind of neat little things up in the lofts of the Emporium. All right, got a Stitch candy bucket. This is a ceramic, though. I don't think you take this out trick-or-treating, but it's like Stitch. You put something inside of there. Almost looks like one of those like Brillo pad holders that you have in the kitchen, but this is like way bigger. This is like 3 times the size of what that is. I kind of like this, but I don't like it. It's in a long sleeve. This was like in a t-shirt style. I might end up getting it, but yeah, this is like a long, too hot to be wearing this. It's good too. This would be great in a t-shirt. I would like to have a Stitch in the popping out of the pumpkin here. If they had that in a t-shirt, I would probably look into getting that. But again, that's like a zip-up, heavy-duty sweatshirt. All right, I think from here I'm gonna head into Tomorrowland. Yeah, at first I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go over and do the People Mover in Tomorrowland. Then I realized, oh wait, I'm not in Florida right now. But I just did remember that over here they have the DVC lounge. Maybe I'll pop up there. Oh, into the former launch bay. Remember the launch bay laydown? Little circa 2015 throwback here on the scroll. I got to sign in with my little coordinates. Coca-Cola freestyle machine. My favorite thing to get is the zero sugar cherry limeade. Kind of love that. They have all the different options. A little cherry limeade, zero sugar. So it says. So it says anyway. I guess that's true. Yeah, I love it in here. I love this the old suit here, the old Tomorrowland suit, astronaut suit right here they have. They also have some little relics of Tomorrowland up in the roof there. And while it's nice inside, I prefer the little veranda area, the lanai. I don't like to discuss business on the lanai, but I will be up here on a lanai and overlook the glory and wonder of Tomorrowland, which I kind of wonder if they're going to make any announcements about this Tomorrowland at D23. Because it is vastly in need of something. It definitely needs something. And now that I'm here, I'm realizing the Matterhorn is over my shoulder. I think I should probably go say hello to Harold, or Scarold, because he's a little frightening. He's got a little, he likes to yell and scream sometimes. Scarold, the Yeti, who's on the mat. We don't have that in Florida, so I'm gonna go see if they still got the Single Rider over there. Cheers. It looks like Autopia doesn't have much of a line. However, the whole line stretches out in the sun. So maybe won't do that. I'll try to stay out of the elements today, but I think Matterhorn is on the agenda. Got Autopia here. Also, the old People Mover tracks are really very well seen from this angle. Right there's the old People Mover track that goes inside the old Carousel of Progress building right there. Interesting, right? Yeah, it's good to be back at Disneyland. I'm really excited about D23 coming up. No real rhyme or reason or even a game plan today. I'm just popping in. Check out some merch, ride a ride or two. Enjoy the lounge, then go back to my hotel. I fly out in the morning early. Another state. All right, and now heading out, the launch bay is no longer open for Star Wars. I remember when Season of the Force started, it was a whole event in 2015. They did the Star Wars overlay on Space Mountain, things like that. This whole section over, this is actually used as Imagination Campus now. And it's only, this over here is only for students, and then you can meet Vader off to the side if you have a Visa gift card, right past the launch bay laid out over there, and you got the props and everything. The Vader's meeting. Like, oh, there he is right there. Look right there. There's Vader. 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 Oh, Lord. There he is. Yes. Lord Vader. He's walking away, though. Yeah, it will be interesting if any of the announcements. So the parks panel is in a week. Well, less than a week. 6 days, 7 days. It's on Saturday. So it's coming up soon. Yeah, this Saturday coming up is going to be the parks. They call it something else, but basically the parks panel where they announce everything for the parks. Will anything happen to Tomorrowland here? Who knows? Who knows? Have a good one. This needs some work. Tomorrowland here definitely needs a little bit of work. Imagine if they announced they're bringing the People Mover back. Everyone would crap themselves and do a cartwheel, and I'd be the first. Probably should look at some of the wait times, see what those are looking like. Yeah, Harold's up there. Usually there's this thing, there used to be a single rider for this. Since I'm here by myself today. Should be able to pop on that without waiting too long. Love the Matterhorn. Don't have that in Florida. As beautiful as this is to look at, definitely easy on the eyes. This does seem like prime real estate. I wouldn't be too disappointed if they ended up getting rid of the submarines. Used to be 20,000 Leagues now. It's a Finding Nemo attraction. Not my favorite, but I do love looking at it from up here more than I like being in the subs. Now for nostalgic reasons, I definitely like the fact that it used to be 20,000 Leagues. Got rid of it in Florida. Up, the cast member is waving as he goes by there in the little sea hole popping out of the Neptune 707. Mine Train took over for the subs in Florida. It's also interesting, I haven't seen a monorail go by there. I didn't see a monorail go by out front. And I don't see a monorail on the beam over there either. So there is a possibility that they are not running. Which usually by now, one would have gone by that beam or the other one I just showed. All right, got standby on this side, got Lightning Lane on this side. Pretty freaking busy over here at the Matterhorn, but I don't know, do they still have Do they still have I can't see I don't see a cast member. I don't remember Single Rider being around this side. It's like over here near where the exit is now. I don't know if it ever, I think it maybe have been in a different spot from what I recall. But then again, I forget things. Look at this thing. I got the paper to prove it. Single Rider paper. Matterhorn bobsled. Thanks and have a great ride. All right, grand total of about 10 minutes waiting Single Rider. Not too bad. Not super quick, but definitely shorter than waiting in the regular line. 10-minute wait time. About 10, maybe 9 minutes, 11 minutes. Get right between 9 and 11 minutes. I'm going to call it 10 minutes. Second seat. Scary in here. Scary. Very scary. This thing is so rough. So rough. Tough to film in the second seat. And when I'm in the back, I can reverse it and do selfie style. That way I don't get anybody on camera that's behind me. Kind of want to do that, but I don't want to get the person directly behind me that I don't know and their reactions the whole time. And then when you're in the second row, you got somebody in front of you, so you don't want to like just film their back the whole time, so you got to kind of like go around the side. But with Single Rider, you don't really get to pick and choose. Also, yeah, the monorail's definitely not running. All right, walking into Galaxy's Edge now through an area that in Florida cannot walk through this gate. This is the third entrance here in Anaheim into Galaxy's Edge Star Wars Land. This is completely closed off in Florida. But fun fact, you can see Kylo's ship over here. So this has just always got a wall. You don't have the third entrance leading over to Big Thunder Trail over there, obviously. But in Florida, that wall is open because that used to lead to the Galactic Star Cruiser. And now it's just an area to get out of the elements and the heat. So yeah, that's the differences. Kind of the same land. There's a few little subtle noticeable differences, but nothing too major. The biggest being, there's 3 entrances in here, 2 in Florida. And also noticing way less people here in the little courtyard in front of the Millennium Falcon than there would be in Orlando. Look, there's no one over there. Everyone's just like in line for the attractions and rides. This is like way more open, way more elbow room than the Orlando counterpart. Oh, what the heck is that? They don't have that in Florida. What is that? What is that droid up there? What is that freaking droid? What is this? What the heck? Is this like a show up here? Look at this droid up top. What is that thing? What the heck is that? Never seen that before. That's new. Well, new to me. Yeah, let me reiterate. Look at how empty this is. Florida is a beehive of activity, of tourism, going to see Star Wars stuff. Evidently not as much of a demand, or SoCal residents, because this is more of an annual pass holder park, don't want to be out in the sun. They're all in the shade. This might change things though. Look at this. There's freaking R2 right here. R2D2 is out right now. Do not have him in Florida either. Isn't that cool? That is awesome.
He's asking me how'd it go when you flew it. Did you crash?
No, I was great. I was a gunner.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that, right? That is something we do not have on the East Coast right there. It's going up the lift hill. Man, that's cool. They do more here in Galaxy's Edge than in Orlando for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they do more here. Oh, forget what I said about the 3 entrances. Right now there's only 2 because Hungry Bear Restaurant is now under construction. So you can't go, if you go this way, past Rise, pathway access denied. To depart Black Spider Outpost, utilize the pathways nearest the market. I'll walk over there and see what's going on with it. The Resistance area, a lot different. Just the layout of it. Got Rise over there. This would normally exit you out.
Your wait time in line has been increased. Once again, recruits due to high enlistment numbers.
Oh, they're having high enlistment numbers, so the wait time's a little longer than expected. Yep, you can't go that way, look. Cast members letting everyone know, can't go past Hungry Bear anymore. Always progressing here. I gotta head out now through the second entrance. Also, I was here on the opening day of this land many years ago when they funneled everyone in this way. It was really something to behold. Oh, I can hear it. The wildest ride in the wilderness. Best remove them. No single rider on that, but hopefully the wait time is not too terribly bad. One long take because I'm waiting to see, while I'm standing here, get a nice little view. There it comes. Prepare yourselves. I don't know why I made that noise, but I did. Start doing that now all the time. They got the jazz band out over here, ready to perform. So take a look at this. So the Haunted Mansion is back open, the earliest that the Haunted Mansion Holiday has ever been here, because when they started doing the, what, a year and a half construction, whatever long it was over there, they ended up not taking out the Haunted Mansion Holiday. So now, Halloween season hasn't really officially started here at the Disneyland Resort, but Haunted Mansion Holiday is here, so it's kind of already unofficially the Halloween season. I thought maybe the walls would all be down over here, but the walls for the extended queue and all that are all still up. So I guess the attraction's the only thing that is open, and I'm probably not gonna go on the attraction yet. I might wait till it gets into Halloween time. I don't look at Halloween merch, but I think I might wait. I actually prefer the regular mansion more than the Halloween one, but if it's, you know, we're knee deep in Halloween season and Disneyland has already started the Halloween season, then I'll jump on board. But I'm not gonna do the whole virtual queue and wait in the hubbub to try to get on it today.
Table fans card coming through.
Right, sorry guys.
So over where Splash Mountain, well, former Splash Mountain Tiana's is right there. They're working on that. You got the new walls here. They did remove some of the walls. There were walls here last time I was here a few months ago. But yeah, Jack Skellington has now taken over the mansion. Very, 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 whether you like it or not, Halloween is pretty much unofficially here. I mean, I just did Midsummer Scream a week ago, and that's like the big Halloween. I mean, Halloween's here, whether you like it or not. The sailing ship Columbia. Granted, it looks like a pirate ship, and they use it for Phantasmic as a pirate ship, or at least used to. But in reality, it's technically not a pirate ship. It's the sailing ship Columbia going around the rivers of America. So you got the Mark Twain here, and then you got the sailing ship Columbia, where in Florida, all there is the Liberty Bell, which is basically Florida's version of the Mark Twain. They don't have a pirate ship. Don't have a sailing ship Columbia there. That is a pretty dang looking seafaring vessel though, right there. It really is. Sailing ship Columbia. Ever changing. Changes always happening. Treehouse has been reopened. A little bridge that used to go across. You walk up a separate section of the treehouse here and go over to it. Is long removed. Also interested in more D23 announcements. Are they going to change Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom in Florida to what they have here? Indiana Jones is behind that tree? Maybe. Looks like Indy is in fact not operational at this moment. Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Currently down. It's a rough ride. It's not Matterhorn rough, but it's pretty rough. Adventureland, as bizarre as it seems, I think I'm gonna look and see if there's any other Halloween merch inside the bazaar. They have it kind of scattered all around like this. I don't remember seeing that at the Emporium there. And there's that's a smaller shirt. If they had that in an adult size. A lot of Stitch. Stitch is kind of taken over everywhere, even in Adventureland as well. You never know. Stitch is quite the adventurer. And a Stitch fanny pack right there. Stitch coffee mugs. I also love that they have a Temple of Doom shirt. The second one. I hadn't seen Temple of Doom in probably 20 years, and I watched it about a year ago. And I was like, holy cow, this is definitely way different than Raiders and Last Crusade. I didn't really love it when I rewatched it a year ago, and then I watched it 3 or 4 months ago again for the second time since I saw it when I was younger, and I really like it. Now I'm kind of understanding the wackiness and weirdness of it. Really like Temple of Doom. Completely different than Raiders though. Don't think you're watching Raiders of the Lost Ark going into it, because completely different vibe. Gonna start making my way back out now to Harbor again. It's been a while since I exited out this way. Got the Toy Story lot, which is about, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile, half mile. You take all the Toy Story line buses over to them. Kind of convenient if you don't want to walk through downtown Disney. Kind of curious what the heck happened to the monorail today. There goes no monorail. You're welcome. Another thing that separates Anaheim from Central Florida's parks is once you just step a few feet out of the Esplanade, you're right here on Harbor. You're right here on Harbor. You got street vendors out here, not affiliated. Vendors, anyone and everyone can just walk right along here. Don't need a ticket to the park, just stand just a few feet from the Esplanade. Then you got all the little hotels. I recommend if you ever want to stay close to the parks, just stay at one of the Harbor hotels right here. In some ways, it might even be a few steps closer, or at least on par with staying at the Disneyland Hotel. If you're staying at the Grand Californian, you're definitely closer. But the Disneyland Hotel is a little bit of a walk through downtown Disney. And you can kind of get the same feel by staying at one of these. And that's going to do it for today. I think I'm going to head back to my hotel room, relax a little bit. Been a hectic few days travel-wise. Had a late night last night going to a punk rock show. That was the video from yesterday. Today, just kind of perused around at some of the merchandise. Rode on, what did I ride on? I didn't ride Big Thunder. I was going to ride Big Thunder, but the line was too long. I rode on the Matterhorn, second seat. And I think I'm just going to relax tomorrow, bright and early. I fly out to another destination, but I will be back here in SoCal, as I talked about, over at the Convention Center for D23 weekend. I'm looking very forward to it. Biggest Disney nerd convention that there is. Only happens every 2 years. So it's going to be a big one. I'm grateful that I got tickets. It was very difficult to get tickets 4, 5, 6 months ago. Was able to procure a few by the first day I couldn't get them. The second day I was able to get them, and then I think it sold out the third day. So it's going to be pretty hectic. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I appreciate it. The vlog is over.